What's up, y'all? Frank Bank at the building. What a win last night for the Sixers, man. We caught the game. Go check out my live last night for me. Doing the live play-by-play in the pregame. But this is my little post-game recap of the game. Sixers. Maxey showing, keep on, first 3 games looking like an MVP type candidate. He has 40 in 2 out of the 3 games. And last night he showed that it's a full fourth quarter game, because at the end of the day, he started off cold, like I said in the live play-by-play, and he came back in the fourth quarter and closed out the game when the Magic was getting close. The whole team played well the whole game, but then Maxey did his fourth quarter thing when the Magics had it down to 2 points. He started off like 2 for 8, or I believe, or something like that in the first quarter. But he came through when it counted. 43 points ended with. Maxey showing that he could be a #1 option on this team now. He's not gonna be Joel Embiid's second sidekick no more, because it's looking like he gonna be taking the you know what I'm saying, taking the ball, and B might have to become the second player now because of his age and his knees. But let's see how that go. And B should be playing in that. We're gonna be calling the Washington game tonight too, so meet me here at 7. But yeah, and VJ Edgecombe keeping on with the rookie of the year campaign. Daryl Morey looking like he got a steal with VJ Edgecombe, because Ace Bailey or Cooper Flag ain't even playing that well. I haven't checked on Dylan Harper too much, but I don't think he's doing what VJ Edgecombe is doing, because VJ Edgecombe is all over the headlines, averaging 25, 5, and 5 in the first 3 games, and giving another 26-point effort yesterday. I don't know if he beat the record for the first 3 games by a Sixers rookie, but if he didn't, he was 1 point shy. VJ Edgecombe, and then he has a lot underrated about him that nobody really talked about him coming out the draft, is his shot creation. He's like the first Sixer player I've seen that could create his own shot in the mid-range. That's why, to me, he reminds me of Jimmy Butler, but he's just so much more athletic. So maybe he's more like Anthony Edwards mixed with a Jimmy Butler. But this dude, he looking like he's going to be a star in this league. He don't look like he's going to be no role player like they said. So, and he was taking the ball and running point guard and making things happen for the Sixers, man, when Maxey wasn't in the game. So now it's like, you know how before it would be if Maxey wasn't in the game and B come out the game, if Embiid is injured and Maxey not in the game, it was nothing to do. Maxey looks like he got more options now, so he don't got to drop. Even though he had 43 points in this game, he got majority of it in the fourth quarter, in the second half. Whereas though they still were able to keep a lead throughout the beginning of the game without Maxey completely dominating, which is a good thing. But the Sixers still got to get their third quarter together. They gave up a lead in the third quarter, and in the beginning of the fourth, the Magic was coming back in the game. But other than that, they did a good job yesterday, beating a Magic team that should be a top 4 seed in the league this year. They should be able to get a top 4 seed in the league this year, or maybe a top 5 with a Desmond Bain accusation, and like they weren't too injured. So I believe that's a good win yesterday. That was one of the games that I thought maybe we would lose. Kelly Oubre had 25 and 10 and 4 assists. Kelly Oubre is looking like a different player this year. I guess maybe because of the injury he said he was battling injuries last year, but he was coming in and he was dominating the mid-range, dominating rebounding, and doing a lot of inside putbacks, stuff like that. Like he's looking like our version of Josh Hart, but even a better scorer. Like, if Kelly Oubre could play like this, he's gonna get paid this year. And even Quentin Grimes came in, even though he fouled out, he had his little 14 points off the bench. He's like a crazy addition this year. Like, we're seeing the addition more this year, because last year he was like put in a bad situation because he was playing without the star players. But now since Maxey is here, And Maxey was playing, y'all got to remember, Maxey was playing with the injured thumb last year. So he was like, it was a stretch where he went like 0 for 10, 0 for 12 from 3. And he wasn't shooting right, and it was on the shooting hand. So maybe now that we're like a little bit more healthy as far, and we got more of a deeper team with VJ Edgecombe coming in as the number 3 pick, Grimes is looking like he could take his role a little better, which is a good thing. And Grimes is coming in off the bench looking like a 6th man of the year type candidate, shooting it well. But the only thing is, to me, his defense is a little off. I thought he was more of a better defender, but he's not the worst defender, but he's fouled. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the whistle, but he's been fouling a lot, or they're calling a lot of fouls on him, and he ended up fouling out this game. I believe the last game he had like 5 or 4 fouls too. But yeah, the Sixers definitely had a good first half and gave it up in the third quarter a little bit, but still went into still kind of recouped in the third quarter to be able to go into the fourth quarter with a 7-point lead. But then the Magic cut it down to 2, and then Maxey just took over. So that was a great game yesterday, and it was not a bad team. Like we could say maybe Boston is a little injured, and Charlotte, even though Charlotte just won, but they beat the Wizards though. But Charlotte looked like they might be able to be a sleeper team because LaMelo's not injured this year. He had 38, 13, and 13 a couple, maybe the day before yesterday. I still believe, and now we beat like a pretty good team in Orlando without Joel Embiid. So we looking like a formidable deep team. Imagine when we add Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Jared McCain. I believe we're gonna be contenders this year. Even though everybody's trying to be a little humble because of the season we had last year, I believe we might be able to be a contender this year. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, like I said, I predicted the Sixers starting 5-0, and so far we're 3-0, and this is the first time we was 3-0 since 2019-2020, and that's the year that we had the best record in the East. Even though we lost to the Hawks in the second round, but we don't got no Ben Simmons here, or nobody that's reluctant to shoot. Like, even sometimes when I see Jabari Walker shooting, I'll be like, no. But at the end of the day, we need people that's not scared to shoot the ball when they're left wide open. And that's a good thing about VJ Edgecombe. I seen it in the first half that he had like Eric Gordon in the corner, and he still shot the ball because they left him wide open. And VJ Edgecombe, man, they're going to have to start guarding him. This is going to be, they saying that this is the best 3-game start for a backcourt. I think it was 10 Bontemps that reported it in a whole lot of years. So VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, which the way VJ Edgecombe is on defense, I think that could be a formidable combo. So Jared McCain gonna have to come back and try to like complement Quinn Grimes. And man, I believe we got a deep guard rotation, man. It's gonna be, I believe we're gonna be a problem for a lot of teams. We looking like almost like Eastern Conference version of OKC. And kind of what the Pacers had last year with all them guards. It's gonna be hard for New York to beat us, I feel like. And if it's New York and Cleveland is the top 2 teams that everybody's predicting them to be the top 2 teams in the East, I think the Sixers could compete with them. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta see them play against them one time, at least to see. But I don't know, man. I think the Sixers got it. Eric Gordon came in off the bench and dropped 2 threes. That was another hell. He kind of did what Justin Edwards did last game, even though Justin Edwards had a good game this game too. We got a lot of pieces off the bench. I'm not gonna lie. We're not really like putting out no, like kind of like players that's not gonna do nothing. We haven't played Kyle Lowry yet, but let's hopefully he looking like a good cheerleader on the bench though. For the guards, maybe he's like helping them organize themselves, man. Because the way VJ Edgecombe came out and the way Maxey's like just progressing, we gonna see tonight though. Because Embiid is playing tonight, and we playing the Wizards, so it's gonna be like hopefully we just blow them out. That will show, solidify us being the top team that we could blow out the bad teams. We got to be able to do that to be able to keep a great record. And then we play Boston on Friday, and on on Halloween, and I'll be calling that game too. But yeah, like I said, thank y'all for watching the live. We had a lot of people in the building for that live. Hopefully it uploads or whatever. And I appreciate y'all for the likes, and hopefully y'all come to this next live. But like I said, Sixers win. We start 3-0. We having them 2001 vibes. 25th anniversary of the 2001 team. And let's go Sixers, man. I'll see you on the next one. Meet me tonight for the live play-by-play against the Wizards. Thank y'all for watching.